Clive, you've been in here for hours now. Tell me what you've been working on.
I've been working on the latest ism. There's isms this, isms that. Have you heard of mentalism?
I have.
All right, okay then. So that means
Knowing what's in someone's brain.
absolutely. People will be thinking that's an in-joke there. But what I want you to do is give me any number, the first number that pops into your mind between 1 and 5.
2.
Do you want to change your mind?
Nope. That wasn't very good.
Are you sure you weren't thinking of 3?
No, I wasn't.
Are you sure?
Well, I might have been originally.
Ah, so it's your fault. Now, my mum used to say to me, what is a really good trick is if you could tie a knot in a piece of rope or a beautiful silk hanky without letting go of the ends. And I think I perfected it. Would you say I've got those ends quite tight?
Looks like it.
And now watch before your very eyes, because some magicians, they cheat. And before your eye, there is the knot, without letting go of the ends. Is that crazy? You think it's a false knot, don't you? I know what you're thinking, you see. But here we go. Look, watch me pull it tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. So it's a real knot.
Okay.
The sailors have a slip knot. Did you know that?
Yes, I do.
And they call it a slip knot because you can get hold of the knot and it slips all the way down. And then if you want a magical knot, would you just blow on that? Not scared of work, is she? And off
great.
comes the knot.
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. There we go. Smart as a carrot.
So, Clive, I wanted to ask you something. We've been to loads of wonderful venues, and I'd like to know which has been your favourite.
Favourite venue? It's more the people. I think, and incredible parties that we've been. I feel quite humbled sometimes to think little old me, little old us has gone along to make their day special. But taking it to extremes, I remember a living wake that I had to go and perform magic and comedy just down at that hotel opposite Bournemouth Hospital. The lady didn't have too much to do. All the closest family and friends were there, and she loved comedy and magic. So my comedy and magic can be quite loud, so I had to moderate it as I was going around the room, having lots of fun with all the different members of her friends and family and workmates throughout her life. And she said to me, she just thought it was amazing that she was able to see what would have gone on after her passing. That will stay in my mind for a really long time. And then, of course, you were with me when we got booked to that lovely golf club in Surrey there, where the butcher, and everyone loved the butcher in this local village there. He was a great, cheery chap there, massive fan of Tommy Cooper. And she decided to have a surprise Tommy Cooper tribute when they left the church. So I was there, you were there, we were all set up. As they came in, they were all given fezzes, and we had 45 minutes of non-stop Tommy Cooper comedy and magic, because whenever anyone went into the butcher's, he would always forget. So she gave me a list of jokes that she was going to do at the ceremony, so we didn't repeat it. And she said, you must not do Dad's favourite one. She wanted to do it. Can you remember what it was?
No, I can't actually.
Chap walks into the butcher's and he said, how much is it for a pound of steak? And he said, see that steak up there? If you bet the weight, I'll give you it. If you bet the weight, I'll give you it. That's a bit of a double entendre, isn't it? Anyway, the chap said, "No, I can't do that. Do you know why?
Why?
The stakes are far too high."
Crazy.
So that was great, fun parties, and I do remember every single one in their special ways. So
It's wonderful to be able to really celebrate someone's passing like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Really fun, really fun. So I think you've actually been to quite a lot of weddings, and an awful lot I've gone to with you. Again, which is your favourite?
weddings and funerals, isn't it?
Mm.
One extreme maybe to the other there. Well, of course, my favourite one, you know very well what it was. We were up in Scotland. We were booked in at this castle, and what a fantastic! We were there for the whole weekend, weren't we?
Yes.
So on the Saturday, I was the Tommy Cooper tribute show when everyone had had their meal and was settling down, because you can't go straight in. They all want to chat to each other and everything to talk with. But the piece of resistance was, because I always say that my show, the members of the audience are the stars. I want to give them instances, magical moments that we video that they can remember forever. And you remember, I do this lovely mind reading illusion, and we did it with the best man. And that's when we have a mess about with the egg whisk, and he puts it out to the audience, and all the audience know the card he's thinking of. So the story is the following day he's got up to do his best man speech, and he says, "What I'm going to do is transmit it mentally to you." And he'd got hold of an egg whisk out of the kitchen and went round like that to the audience, which was the biggest joke of
brilliant. They fell about.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the other fun thing was, I also get booked. I'm Morris the Magical Monk, where, as you know, I get dressed up in a monk's uniform, and I go when I'm booked in castles and lovely old manors. And I go, and no one ever really knows whether I'm a monk or not, or whether I work there or I've been booked, because and I do all magical effects from a bygone age. So I'm going around the castle the following day now as Morris the Magical Monk, and they're all coming up to me and saying, "Clive, why are you dressed up as Tommy Cooper, being dressed up as Morris the Monk?" So I'm afraid I can't do the same two at the same event. But the best one, why I like that one the best, is because I think it actually upset the bride's father being Scottish, because of course the castle wasn't that far away from Gretna Green, and he said to me, where's the next wedding you're working at? I said, "It's in a couple of days. It's ours. We're off to Gretna Green to get married."
That's right.
And it's great because you've paid all the expenses to get us up here.
Yeah.
So he went stomping off, but I think
But they all waved us off.
he would appreciate that, being a
Yeah.
Scotsman there. So that was just great there. Castles are just special, yeah.
There are marvellous places in England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, but you've also been to all sorts of things further away, haven't you?
Yeah. We get the phone call, and we have to visit different countries as well. Well, obviously we get all our expenses and that paid for. A fun one that springs to mind, we got the booking in Holland. We, not just all over Europe, but Australia, America as well. But this, the PA of this lady rang up. She didn't start ringing. Her PA was emailing us, and for whatever reason, the email wasn't getting through. So the actual lady herself has rung me up, and she said, words to the effect, "Why aren't you answering us? I need to book you. My father is retiring." And I went on to find out that he is one of the wealthiest people in Holland there, and what he gets is what he wants, and when people it's there, and we haven't even bothered answering him. But he was a massive fan of Tommy Cooper. It was a retirement party. He had dancers being flown in from Brazil, singers, and other comedians coming in from Ireland, but she wanted me to come along 20 minutes to do a Tommy Cooper tribute there, which we did. We had a load of fun, didn't we, Eileen? There were chauffeurs picking up us at the airport. We're staying in the top hotel, and we ended up staying there for 5 days, didn't we?
Yes, we went to see the tulips. Do you remember?
Yeah, and we got a video of that as
Yes,
well. Yeah,
yes.
and they've got that wonderful museum there with incredible magical tricks there. We went along to see that. So it's great, and that's the thing, when people book us, we make the event even bigger and more magical. So that's just a few. I mean, I think we could go on chatting for ages
Oh,
about.
there are so many, aren't there? But yes.
But my darling, it's the most magical when you're with me.
Oh, you're romantic.
I think they want you, really.
I don't think so. But thank
Okay.
you.
Good night.